Hi, I'm Jessica Ennis-Hill and this is my Something About Rocks photo shoot. A perfect day for me would be just having time with the kids, so just kind of enjoying their company as they're getting a bit older and a little bit more independent. So just having a bit of time to myself as well. Definitely some exercise in there, so I love running and just having that time to go out and just have like freedom of mind, and just having that moment to exercise for myself is really important. But just those kind of slower paced days, just kind of taking in the moment and enjoying life what it is, those are the days that I enjoy the most. I am really protective of my own time. I think it's something that I've definitely learned through sport. I think the fast pace of being an elite athlete and having to perform and hit targets and be ready for competitions kind of teaches you that time is really precious. And I think being a sports person as well, you really appreciate that. It's a relatively short career in the grand scheme of things, and it makes you kind of look back and reflect on what you've achieved, what you've been part of, but just appreciate that actually time is a really special thing to protect, to make sure you spend it wisely with the people that you love, doing the things that you enjoy, that you're passionate about. So for me, time is one of the most important things, and it absolutely has to be protected.
And has stepping away from competition changed how you define success and ambition in your life?
That is a good question. I think stepping away from sport has allowed me to kind of reframe what I think success is. I think in sport there's always those clear targets and you can see whether you've reached them or you've just fallen a bit short. I think for now those kind of ideas of success are different, and again I think it's all built around happiness for me. So it's about, am I in an environment where I feel happy? Am I surrounded by great people? And I think having those things definitely feel like great success for me. They're different types of success, but they're just as important as the goals that I had when I was an athlete.
Can you tell us about the relationship you have with Amiga?
Yeah, so Amiga have been, again, just a consistent through my whole sporting life and beyond. When I think about my time as an athlete competing, not just visibly seeing the brand Amiga there around every stadium, but Amiga as a company and brand as something that really represents me as an athlete in so many ways. Everything for me is about time. It's about protecting time. It's about having the fastest times. It's about having records. And that's really embodied in what Amiga represent as well.
And can you tell us a bit about the photo shoot today and the watch you've been wearing?
Yes, so Tom's going to have to tell me the names of all the new watches so that I get them right. So today's shoot, I've had the absolute pleasure of wearing some incredible Amiga watches, and it's just been a fantastic shoot to showcase and celebrate some of the new watches that are due to come out later on this year from Amiga, and also just have a lot of fun trying some amazing outfits and just having a fun day shooting lots of different shots.
How is it from stepping on from the track and into a luxury setting, shooting in wearing Amiga and Dior and various brands? How is that for you?
I absolutely love the variety of what my life has brought. So started on the track as a young kid, just going down in just a scruffy pair of trainers, just trying to be the fastest that I could be, to now being Olympic and multiple world champion and having the opportunity to work with some fantastic brands like Amiga and wear some incredible clothes like Dior and be part of some really inspiring shoots. It's a fantastic opportunity and something that I enjoy both sides of what I've been able to do throughout my career.
Are you still involved in coaching at all?
No, so I don't do any kind of coaching. I think, firstly, I don't think I have the patience for it. But I am so passionate about sport and, getting kids and young girls involved in sport and inspired by sport. So I'll always be connected to the sport that I love, to track and field, to athletics. And it'll be a big part of my life, but not from a coaching perspective.
And tell me a bit about watches. Are they just accessories, or does it feel more part of your armour, or is it important for telling the time, or is it a piece of jewellery? What does it represent to you?
I think watches for me represent so much. So firstly, it's that time-keeping piece. You know, it's about knowing the time, it's about knowing how fast you're going and all those elements that connect back to me being an athlete. But for me as well, it's about having that piece that really represents a time in your life, something that you can have with you forever, that kind of can be passed on to next generations as well. So for me, all my beautiful pieces of Omega watches are something that I treasure and that will be passed on to my children, that hopefully they can really enjoy throughout their lives as well.
Do you miss competition?
Do I miss competition? There are times when I'm watching the athletics and I'm watching the Olympics and I feel that kind of slight feeling of, oh, I wish I was there, I wish I was on the start line, because I know what that feeling feels like. I know that adrenaline, I know that amazing feeling of crossing the line and performing the way you wanted to. But then there's a side of me as well that actually, knows how hard it is to get there. The hours of training, the times when things really don't go well and you worry that you're actually not going to get to your end point, your goal. And yeah, it makes me appreciate what I've achieved, and I think I enjoy watching more than anything now. I think I've had my time as an athlete, and it's time for that next wave and generation of athletes to have their moment in the spotlight.
And what's next for Jessica Ennis-Hill?
What's next for me? I think just lots more of what I've been doing, just having new experiences, lots of opportunities. Variety is something that I massively enjoy. I like to do a mix of different things, working with different people, being inspired in lots of different ways. But sport will always be a thread that runs through everything that I do in the future.
Can you finish the sentence, time is?
Time is precious and it should always be protected.